Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Hey, 50.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. Still fighting for more. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They go play action here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now it's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But what about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Bring 19.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers to throw from his end zone. And that is incomplete. Well, you were just alluding to it. They had the lead. Don't try anything silly. Run the ball, but they opted to throw it incomplete.
And now the punt, as a result, is really compressed, isn't it? So the mechanics have to be perfect. Snap, and he's got to get rid of it fast.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount. Holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Rodgers now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Zone.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It'll be a loss of 1. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Taken in at the 22. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack out 1st and 10 at their own 46. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, 88.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
Let's go, come on. Zoom. Right.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Forced out to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Hey. 319.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
319. Hey.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And his pass incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Right.
From the gun, Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Rodgers now operating from the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's go.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. So, all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Blue 58!
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go, come on. Hey, check 26.
Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And he makes the score 21-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. A spin. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Rodgers hands to Montgomery. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
4 down, check. Blue 58.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, here's the run for Montgomery. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back to north. Green 18. Green 19.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, it's a cold night. And whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
58.
Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
He gets it over the middle of the column. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Here's Rodgers, operating from the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Cobb. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, their passing attack's been really good. Maybe that's one way to slow them down. Just hold it.
And I think you might be right. Maybe the only way is to do it illegally. Except they got detected on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. To throw is Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Green 18. Green 18.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit.
And this is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Get up!
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the lot.
And he's got it. Coleman, touchdown Saints. Brandon Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-17. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, 626.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on 2nd down. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Rodgers now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Draw play. Rodgers to Montgomery. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Let's go, come on.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to... And now here is another interception. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Where y'all going?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Rodgers to throw. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Gun. Ready.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short
as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Handoff comes to Montgomery, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty.
Next one. Hey, where are we going? Check 50, check 50. Here we go. 58.
Now Rodgers. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
4 down. Line left.
Again, this is Montgomery. So he got free at one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. The Packers on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal.